Everything that's happened these last few months has been a little bit unexpected, to be completely honest. One of my agents got stolen, essentially, by a realtor that I consider my friend. Hello? He what? On Instagram? Wait, hold on. LOL. Who told you? Dude, honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't know why he keeps posting stuff like that, to be honest. And by the way, you know, I mean, anybody can check. I don't know why he always posts things like that. Dude, it's top 300 to begin with. It's not 250. Who cares, dude? Just let it be. Don't say anything, because it's not worth addressing. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for calling. All right, bye. The whole situation was a little jarring. The only thing that I could think of to root me back to the reason why I started this in the first place was to run to Mexico. Not that I was running away, but I feel like every time I go back to Mexico, it reminds me not only of why I'm here, but why I work so hard and what the plan has been all along. Because I feel like being from there really established everything that I was gonna do, and all my motivation comes from my town. As soon as you land in Mexico, the smells are completely different, not in a bad way, but you can just tell that you're in your homeland. It's a feeling that you can't really explain unless you're from a different spot. Every time I go, I just remember what I smelled when I was a kid. The gas smells different, everything smells different. But the first thing I always do once I land in Mexico is go straight to eating. Because the food is just untouched compared to what we have in the US. Everything is grown in your backyard, essentially. So the flavors, the juices, everything is completely different than what we get in the United States. We are here in this town called Mumaran. We just got to the airport about 5 a.m. This town's about 20 minutes away from my town, which I'm super excited to show you. My videographer did the honors of coming with me. He's the first person I've ever brought from the US to my town. It's a little sketch, he's a little freaked out, but we are excited to show you what it looks like. Check this place out, breakfast, McDonald's. Look around. We're pretty much here. We're about to enter the town where I grew up in. So you guys can check it out, it's pretty cool. We are in my hometown of Mexico. I'm so excited to bring my camera crew here. I just wanted to show everybody where I came from. Obviously, it's changed a lot since I moved to the US. I moved to the US when I was 9 years old in 2003. One of the coolest things that we have now is Wi-Fi. It took us a long time to be able to get that. But aside from that, we actually have gyms now. So on today's little journey, we're gonna go work out. So just follow me real quick. Nothing fancy, it's not an Equinox, it's not an LA Fitness, it's not a 24-hour fitness, but it gets the job done. And I just want you guys to check out the vibe, so follow me. This is actually the church where I was baptized, the church where I had my first communion, the church where my parents got married, the church where my grandparents got married, the church where everybody got married here. Our only church, everybody's super religious here, Catholic, super cool. We love Jesus. All right, we're gonna check out the house that I grew up in. It's always a nice time to come back. This is what I've always wanted to show you guys, just so you could see where I started. This town has probably like 500 people. Never in a million years did one, we think that we're gonna go to the US, and two, that life would just turn out to be what it is now. I 100% positive we're living the American dream. That's what everybody wishes. And my message, I guess, is that anybody can obtain that if they work hard.
because this is where I started. It's a little bit fixed up now than it was before, but before we just had a bunch of trees over here. My dad just built this garage, but it was all dirt. We had dirt inside the house. It wasn't finished. So now we're barely starting to finish it up, but it was nothing close to what it is now. So my mom was obsessed with having pictures of us, as you can clearly see. We can start over here. This is my little sister, Ariana, who's not so little anymore. You guys have met her, she's on the team. This is mom and I when I was like 2 years old. That's me when I was 6 months old. Here's a picture of me and mom when I graduated kindergarten. Here's where I did my first communion. Me and my sister, my dad, back at the mobile home where we first lived in the U.S. So he left to the U.S. when he was like 16 with hopes to have the life that we have now. So again, backtracking, that he envisioned having the lifestyle we have now. But obviously sometimes they can only go so far. And there's a lot of people that just hold a grudge on their parents that they never gave them this or that or this or that. But I strongly believe that sometimes you're handed a baton. They didn't have what we had growing up in the US, obviously. So I felt like it was my job to take the hard work that he had put into everything, take that baton and carry it with me so that I could accomplish almost the goal that he wanted to accomplish by himself to begin with. So yeah, there's him. He's probably like 20 years old there in the mobile home that we've already showcased. It's pretty cool. My parents, when they were married, my first soda, I never drank it. I got it in kindergarten. I don't know if it's dated, but we kept them. So my parents, they look so happy. Go marriage. Yo, no, I'm joking, they're actually happy. Here's my sister, all shy, and now she's not shy, she's super rude. Definitely not a reflection of how she is now. And then here we are, all happy. And some more pictures of me. And then a picture of my cousins. I think the goal is just to continue to help out my people and get to a certain level at some point that I can help the whole town. Like some of the roads aren't paved, people still struggle a little bit, so I feel like it'd be nice to take care of all of them so that they live sort of a better lifestyle, at least with like the roads and how they live. I feel like that's really nice. We just got Wi-Fi. You know, that was a huge step here because we kind of lacked that. And I know it's not really needed. It kept people from like having all these, you know, other segues into stuff, but I think it's important to communicate with the people that are in the US, like their family members, so it made it a lot easier for them to communicate, which is cool.
Life is simple in Mexico. We don't have, you know, the malls, the big, you know, clothing stores. Everything over there is just more about family and being together. We did some gym with my cousins. We shared food with my aunts, just conversation. It's nothing extraordinary, so that's one of the main reasons why I like to go back. That it's like living just a simple life. People have very minimal of everything, but they're way more happier than us. It's crazy to always come back to the US and say, hey, I need something, I'm gonna run to the store really quick. In Mexico, we don't have that luxury. You have to drive at least an hour, hour and a half to get, you know, the necessities that you need. So just existing is almost like more peaceful over there. So every time I go, I don't plan anything crazy. When I tell my friends I'm going to Mexico, they're thinking about, you know, Cabo and Puerto Vallarta. Like, that's not where we're going. We're just going to hang out and chill and like be rooted again from where we started.